Grok 4 really the smartest AI out there? Personally, I feel no. Is Grok 4 better than ChatGPT and Gemini? Elon Musk just dropped Grok 4 and he claims that it beats ChatGPT and Gemini in multiple benchmarks. He even says that it's smarter than most PhD holders. Grok 4 runs on a multi-agent system, basically multiple AIs working together to solve hard problems. It scored 25.4% on humanity's last exam, a test where ChatGPT and Gemini scored much less. It can write code, solve math problems, write content, and reason through things it's never seen before. But here is a big question. Is it actually better or just overhyped? Let's break it down. What makes Grok different? The biggest difference, multi-agent architecture. Unlike most AI models, Grok 4 Heavy doesn't work alone. It spins up multiple mini agents that collaborate, kind of like a study group. Each one tackles a piece of the problem, then they compare notes and come up with the best answer together. This setup gives Grok an edge in reasoning and problem solving. Benchmark showdown. Let's talk numbers. On the ARC-AGI 2 benchmark, which tests how well AI can reason, Grok 4 scored 15.9%. That's double the next best model, Claude Opus. On humanity's last exam, Grok 4 solved over 25% of the questions, and the multi-agent version did even better with tools, scoring over 50% on the test-only subset. For context, GPT-4 and Gemini sit around 9 to 12%. Grok 4 also scored 73 on the AI Intelligence Index, beating OpenAI and Google's latest. So yeah, Grok's benchmarks are impressive. Real use cases. But benchmarks only tell part of the story. Grok 4 is already being used in real-world scenarios. In biotech, it's helping researchers analyze experiments and suggest hypotheses. In finance, it can pull real-time data and assist in decisions. In simulations like vending bench, it topped the leaderboard, doubling the net worth of other models. Elon Musk even said Grok might help invent new technologies or even new physics by the end of this year. Voice model and developer tools. Alright, let's talk about some cool features. Grok 4 now comes with voice mode and honestly it's pretty fun to use. You have got voices like Sal, who sounds like one of those deep dramatic movie trailer narrators, and then there is Eve with a smooth British accent that actually sounds emotional and human. Compared to GPT's voice mode, Grok feels a lot snappier. It responds quicker and doesn't interrupt you mid-sentence, which makes conversations feel way more natural. And here is something for the developers. Grok's API is seriously powerful. One solo developer used it to build an entire first-person shooter game in just 4 hours. Grok helped with the designing assets, generating textures, even planning game mechanics. It's like having a full game dev team in your pocket. The power behind Grok. So, how is this even possible? Well, Grok 4 was trained on 200,000 GPUs using XAI supercomputer called Colossus. That's 100x more compute than Grok 2. And it's not just raw power. Most of it went into reinforcement learning. That means instead of just predicting the next word, Grok is trying to reason from scratch like a scientist. This helps it think through problems logically, not just repeat what it's seen online. What's coming next? The next few months for Grok are going to be wild. A video generation model is coming soon, trained on 100k GPUs. A faster coding model is on the way too, optimized for speed and accuracy. And eventually, Grok will be combined with Tesla's Optimus robot so it can reason and interact with the real world. Now, let's actually put this to the test. We will create an AI agent using Grok 4 with Make.com. This AI agent can create and plan content for you. The agent receives a topic, generates a title, draft idea thread, and details script style content. It then checks the existing scheduled entries and inserts the new content, complete with its scheduled date into a master schedule sheet. Let's build this AI agent and see if Grok 4 is worth the hype or not. To begin, let's go to the AI agent section, and you can start here by clicking on Create Agent. And here you can see add option to add the new connection, and clicking add you can select HAI. So here you can see to create an agent, the first step is to add the connection and we need to input the API key of HAI. For that we can go to the HAI documentation. Here you need to go to the API key section and you can see here the option to create API key. So you can create a new API key with the desired name, and so I'm just creating an API key quickly. Yeah, test, right, and then click on save. So we'll get the API key. So we just need to copy this and go to the connection and input the API key and click on save. So the connection will be ready, and then we can select model related to the HCI. So to make it quick, I have already created an agent known as content planner agent. So let me go to the configuration. So you can see here system prompt, the system tools connected, and let me show you the agent settings. So here you can see I have given the agent name as content planner agent. Once the API key is input, you will be able to see all these models, and I'm selecting Grok for latest because our entire topic is on Grok for latest, right? So once that is selected, you can see you can navigate to the system prompt. We have to give the prompt settings. So here I'm just mentioning your content planner agent, an AI designed to take a user supplied topic or niche, and we are talking about its capabilities, and here is the flow. So the whole idea is we have a master scheduled sheet, and we'll be putting different topics over here, and initially these will be in the pending status. So once the status is there, let's come back. It will take this topic to the, we will feed this topic to the AI agent, and it will generate a plan. It will plan the idea thread and the entire content using the generate plan option, and then it will locate the slot, the timing to post it. To post in Instagram and other social media, and finally it will update those details in the Google Sheet back and change the status to planned, right? So let's come back. Here you can see we have different scenarios connected as tools, system tools to the AI agent. So if we come over here, this is a main scenario, the core heart, where we search the rows in Google Sheet, where we look for the status pending. So whichever post is pending to address, it will go through the search rows, and we will push to the AI agent to create the idea thread and the content in detailed way, and finally the next scheduled date. So let's come back here. So this is about search rows module, and then you can see in the make AI agent. So I use the run agent module, where once we select the agent, it will populate automatically the tools. Here you can see I'm providing the message. Here is a topic to generate new content, where I'm mapping the title from the Google Sheet along with the row number. Now let's come to the sequence. So the first objective here is to generate the content. So you can see once we parse the user's topic or niche, we'll invoke the workflow, the tool, content generator tool. So you can see that content generator tool over here. So this is the second most important scenario after the AI agent run. So here it's simple. So what happened means, we are using the HCI module. So you can just type in HCI create completion, and we are mapping the inputs, the scenario inputs over here. So I've used the create a chat completion with Grok 4 model, and in system prompt I'm giving you are an expert content creator and script writer, and generate a draft idea thread and content detail, and I given an JSON structure to output in Grok AI. And here you can see I'm mapping the topic, the content topic here, and the content topic, as you know, it comes from the Google Sheet. And how this system variable comes, I already explained this in our AI agent videos. So we have to go to the system inputs and create a input structure. You can see content underscore topic. So I just mapped content underscore topic as a name, and that's how the topic or the title comes. You can see here the input will be the topic or brief, right? So that's provided here. And what we are going to do, we are taking the outline with the drafted script with recommended word counts and key points. So you can see over here, once we have the output from create a completion, we parse the result and finally output the draft idea thread and the content in detail. So for that, we again configure the output variables. You can see scenario outputs are there. So I just created two variables, draft idea thread and the content detail script, and this has been shown in return output module. So under scenarios, you can see return output module, where we map the output from the JSON. So this scenario will create the content, and once the content is generated, we want to know when we can post it, when we can schedule it. And for that, we have this another scenario. Let me come back to the agent. So we have the calendar tool scenario, content planner agent. So the calendar tool. So if you go here, we are explaining the next part is schedule calendar tool. So here you can see what is happening is we are searching all the rows in the Google Sheet, right? And then we are just mentioning, like we are collecting all the scheduled dates. So you can see using array aggregator we collect all the scheduled date and we provide as an output to the AI agent saying that these are the current scheduled dates and we need a new available or next slot for the post we are going to put in the Google Sheet. So you can see in the output we are just mapping this array as a output, and you can see in scenario output we are defining a variable current schedule. So it will just give the array of existing schedules back to the agent. So once that is done, you can see here we are explaining this schedule calendar tool will give the output as current schedule fixtures. And here I have given few suggestions to the system prompt stating that use some standard next day slots for posting the current title which we are addressing, right? So just I'm saying default into standard slot, example next Monday 10 a.m. and respecting the current date time. That is also important. And once this is done, we update back the Google Sheet with these details. So you can see there is one more scenario in action. That is the final scenario update, which is used to update the row. So that is this scenario. You can see where we use the Google Sheet module update a row, and we have a couple of inputs. One is the idea which we extracted, and the detailed content, schedule date, and row number. So these things we map in the Google Sheet module update a row, like row number, idea thread, then we change the status to the planned one. Yeah, so this is about the AI agent. So now let's go and test the AI agent for this particular topic. So you can feed in n number of topics. I just provided a topic, generative AI and new Grok 4. So let's go and run for this and see the magic. So I'm going to run this AI agent. So this you can put in a schedule basis. So let's see, it has given an output Google Sheet module. Generative AI and new Grok 4 is a topic, and it is provided in the AI agent. And let's go to the very important second scenario, I mean the scenario that's going to run next, that is on the content creation. So this scenario is going to run. Let's see if it started running. Okay, it started running. So it's in action, guys. So the HCI is running for generating the content. We need to wait for the content completion. Okay, it's still running. Alright, so the run has been completed. You can see we got the output here as a result. You can see it's in JSON format with the two variables, draft, idea thread, and content detail. So since it is in JSON format, we are parsing using parse JSON and getting the output here. So one is delving into transformative power of generative AI. This is the title, I mean the idea thread. And we have a detailed script in 150 words in an era where artificial intelligence is redefining creativity and problem solving. Generative AI stands at the forefront. And then evolution, key features of Grok 4, applications, right? So Grok 4 is its multimodal, provides seamlessly handling text, images, even code generation in unified framework. Then include features like explainable outputs where user can query models, decision making. Lot of good points. Then ethical consideration where Grok 4 pushes boundaries. It raises ethical questions around bias, misinformation. I think the content is extraordinary and cool, like we mentioned like in the initial part of the workflow, and finally is returned in the output, right? And then what happened are the scenario for the content schedule will run. So let's go to the schedule planner. Let me go. Here you can see the run has been completed successfully, and you can see it gives the current rows and then gets all the slots, time slots, and then return the output as an array of available slots. See this? And finally our AI agent will be making the decision. So it's already made the decision, and you can see the output. Content plan for generative AI new Grok has been generated successfully, scheduled in the master schedule sheet at row 8 with slot 2025-07-22 10 a.m. IST. See this? So let's go to the sheet. We have the content, idea thread, and the content in detail, and the schedule date is also ready, and the status is changed to planned. And this change, I mean the data is inputted in or updated in Google Sheet using the other scenario which we have, like Let me show you the which is using the update a row module, right? So this is also connected as a tool. So you can see update a row module has taken an action here and doing the update in the Google Sheet. So finally, all these tools coordinate each other as per our system prompt to become a powerful AI agent, giving us a powerful idea thread and a powerful content as you see over here. So, is Grok 4 really the smartest AI out there? Personally, I feel no. The reason is when I generated the content for AI video generation and for generative AI, the content is almost same. You can see here. It starts with same delving into the transformative power of generative AI and delving into the transformative world of AI video generation. Same duplicates like how we get with other AI models. And when you go to the detailed script as well in an era where digital content reigns, same thing in an era where artificial intelligence is redefining, sounds like duplicate contents, not unique. Maybe we need to wait some more time to get better upgrades in Grok 4 and other AI models. Between, I would suggest you try yourself Grok 4 model like I tried or in your normal window in browser and share me your feedback whether Grok 4 is good or bad or how is it compared with ChatGPT and Gemini.